Well, here it is. Captain Jack wanted to respond to Kanye West's comments about George Floyd, Georgie. Now, we're going to get to how we got here, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to take it from there. Because we all know what Kanye said, right? He was repeating something he saw on the documentary that Candace Owens did, and he was repeating it on Drink Champs, that they've taken it down and everything else, right? And the family is suing and all of this stuff was going on, and Captain Jack wanted to speak out on it. Let's see how this all came to be.
Hey man, enough of my beautiful rest to get ready to go to NASCAR. You know everybody send me this video. Say, man, listen. The better thing to do is call his daughter, mother, or call his daughter. Call his cousin Wu. Talk to people who knew him his whole life. When he went on hard times, talk to the people who picked him up. When he needed clothes for a job, or his mama needed rent, call to the people that helped him out. Listen to the people that helped him out. That's people you need to talk to. Don't talk to opportunists, because that's what you're doing. Because the same time when all this George Floyd shit was going on, everybody was screaming George Floyd this, George Floyd that. Because everybody was trying to make money off somebody else's pain. But that ain't the hustle no more. The new hustle is talking about it and dissing it. All that shit is weak. All y'all clout chasing. All y'all look sad.
Now, that's the same thing they've done with Kwame Brown, right? Everybody was, oh, we riding with Kwame. He's the future. Then, when the powers that be, the Get Along gang, started coming in there doing what they doing and trying to shut him down, and then they wasn't getting no more clout off of it, they said, wow, what we gonna do now? Let's hate on him. So everybody decided, let's hate on him. And that's the new wave. Same thing Jack just said right there. Right? Then Kanye actually spoke.
Times when I would say, oh, I'm the richest black man, it would be a defense that I would use for the mental health conversation. Just say, oh, you guys say I'm crazy, but look at this, okay, money. But that is not godlike to be showing off. So if it's not godlike, then God will take that, because it's all the church's money, right? So what's happening right now is I'm being humbled. Another thing that's happening is by me being burned to the flesh every single day, it's actually proving what I had to say. So when I went to the mediation, what I want to say is, like, black people are like, okay, Lex Friedman got you to apologize, Pierce Morgan got you to apologize to the Jews, but you never apologized to us about the George Floyd comment that made us feel bad. Now the thing is, okay, JFK, they got a lot of documentaries about how it happened. So we can argue about how it happened, which I like the fact that we can do that, but regardless, when I see that video as a black person, it hurts my feelings, and I know that police do attack, and America is generally racist. And I understand that when we got to say Black Lives Matter, that the idea of it made us feel good together as a person, as a people, right? When let me say it so the soundbite is better for you guys. When the idea of Black Lives Matter came out, it made us come together as a people. Now afterwards, yes, there were some things where the money went. There were some things where it was used in order to push us to the Democratic vote. There were people behind it involved. That happened, but the general feeling. So when I said that, and I questioned the death of George Floyd, it hurt my people. It hurt the black people. So I want to apologize to hurt them, because right now God has shown me by what Adidas is doing and by what the media is doing, I know how it feels to have a knee on my neck now.
I can't wait to see who jump on the bandwagon and who get to posting shit and trying to clout chase too. Because I got receipts. I got text messages from all you motherfuckers. I got calls from all you motherfuckers. Jack this, how can I help? Can I get on the side of you? When the next press conference you doing? But don't do that. Y'all better not do that. Y'all better not do that. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But I'm waiting to see who all jump on the bandwagon. Because all y'all was calling me during that time. I can't wait to see. Damn, I was fucked up. What happened to Joy? I didn't have to do him like that. Now y'all, okay, yeah, I got receipts. And this will be my last message. But I'm sitting back watching. And I'm gonna show y'all how they all clout chasing. Because all these motherfuckers was sending me messages, trying to get on the side of me. What can I do, man? I've never seen nothing like this. Yes, sir.
World. Hey Kanye, I just saw your video. First off, Roxanne can kill less what you think about our hat. That's number one. We ain't gonna talk about that bullshit you be wearing and marking it up for your own people to pay for. But we ain't gonna talk about that. You say stupid shit, you get stupid prizes. Nobody asked you to say nothing about George Floyd, but you decided to say it on your own. So you're gonna pay the consequences. Roxy was minding her business. Gianna was minding her business. Oh, and also, Roxanne and Gianna and the family is two different people. She don't stand with the family, and the family don't stand with her. They had different lawyers during the whole court process. They had different lawyers. And for y'all that don't know, Kanye delusional. You didn't give Gianna $2 million. She got $250,000 that they broke down through families. That Roxanne is giving back to you. You got a lot of problems, dog, but if you want to address somebody, come address me. I'm speaking for the family. I've been speaking for the family, and I've been egging you at every post. You didn't have to say nothing about Georgia. We will support you in everything you was doing, and still support you. But every time you speak on Georgia, you're going to learn your lesson. Keep Georgia's name out your mouth, and that's for you and everybody else. Signing out. Come see me.
So Kanye decided to come see him on his new site called Parler that he can go on because he's been suspended from Instagram. He says, "My name is Yates, Stephen. I gave $2 million to the family. Then Roxy threatened to sue me because I gave a different perspective. I've been going light, actually. I got suspended from Instagram for 30 days for my truth. I'm a digital prisoner right now. But if you keep talking, I'ma keep talking. If you shut the F up, I'll leave it alone." So Kanye West is letting Jack know what he think about him saying what he's saying. And that's what it is. Now, here are my thoughts. Kanye West made a statement that I don't agree with either, people. Because I've never saw the details and the police reports, but I feel he's getting a lot of his information from Candace Owens in her documentary. And he sounds like a mini Candace Owens at times, but a lot of things he's saying has been correct. But Steven Jackson kept this about Georgie. So let's keep it about Georgie. All right? My thoughts on the situation is this. If you feel like that because he's family and you feel insulted by him, I'm quite sure Jack can get in contact with Kanye West. Why is he going through social media? Like a blogger. Right? So now he's saying he's speaking for the family. That's quite interesting. Where was all this speaking for the family? Where was all that speaking for the family when all those right-wing people was talking mad bad about Georgia? Saying he faked his death, he's still alive. He in another country chilling. They talk mad crazy about him. Still do. Calling it a hoax. All on the YouTube channels. I didn't see Captain Jack address any of it. Didn't see him address any of it. I didn't see him say, I'm gonna pull up or send a warning to any of these dudes. Why? There's a lot more of them than Kanye West. I mean, all of these guys, they on YouTube and everything. I never saw you approach any of them. All them right-wing groups that was coming after him, and all on social media. All those guys on Fox News. Hell, you had a contract with Fox. Is that why you didn't talk? Okay. I'll be quiet. You know, my thing is, we quick to go after the brother instead of talking to our brother and try to say, hey, we quick to want to go immediately to harm. That's our main things is let's go to harm. The harm way is the way to go. And then how many videos are you gonna make? Cause he told you, leave it alone. Then you come right back.
Yeah, he wrong for saying, but let's let him make it and keep the focus on the message. At the expense of demeaning my family and my people, nah. And then again, y'all wrong for even saying that shit. It's the messenger. He ain't the messenger. He ain't the one to get the message. You can't lose your girl and all of a sudden become woke because you tender dicking, because you mad that somebody took your girl. Now all of a sudden you become woke. It don't work like that. And you ain't the messenger, bro. It's people out there that spend their whole life on the betterment of black people. Speaking on the betterment of black people. If the minister talking, yeah, we listen. Because he know he been spending his life for the betterment of black people. Ain't nobody been listening to you. Man, because your girl wanted to leave your ass because you bipolar. And now you want to be woke because you tender dicking? Man, fuck out of here.
I ain't gonna lie, that's funny. I ain't gonna lie, that's funny. But what he's trying to do is provoke Kanye West. Now you in here talking about his wife leaving him and all of this stuff. Now, here you are again. He said, just leave it alone and I'll leave it alone. He didn't apologize. He did all of this, but obviously you keep making videos. So that's letting me see, this might be something bigger than what we know, right? What you doing it for? You're riding the clout chase wave. Your show ain't popping. They already talking about replacing you on the show with Matt. Your buddy Silly Gilly alluded to that. Cause y'all up for renegotiation. Look. Hey, I mean, look, he's trying to tell Captain Jack, just chill out. You know, you doing too much, but you making 4, 5, 6, 7 videos, Jack. What you doing it for? Sounds like you riding the clout chase wave once again. Then you come out to Charleston White and tell him he canceled and all this stuff, and he didn't talk them way crazy about Georgie. Right? He's still walking around talking crazy about Georgie, ain't he? He ain't caring. You see how that work? Now, the way I look at it is simple. I see all of the things that they're doing and how they moving, and I'm saying, okay, they trying to get some publicity and some buzz and creating some heat around their name. Because they don't have never had no smoke for none of the dudes that be dogging him. Dogging Georgie. None of them right-wing channels that keep getting all the hits and views and everything else, they be having like 600,000 views, 700,000 views per video going off about Georgie. Never did I see Jack say nothing like, oh man, I'm standing up. And I'm not standing up with Kanye on that. He wrong for that. Because the end of the day is that man ain't here no more. So.
Okay.
So it's like it is what it is at this point. I had no problem with any of the things that people tried to say and do the other day about, like, oh man, you ain't with that and you got something against them. I'm like, nope, sorry, won't do it, can't do it. No, I don't feel like that. I feel that this whole industry is it's crazy. This whole, you can't take anybody serious no more, you know? And you don't know what's promotion, you don't know what's fake. It's just, all of it's up in the air, man, for real. It's just not real anymore. And when you see this type of behavior, you start saying to yourself, what are you even doing it for? Like for me, I can care less about any of these other people that they got lined up. Like all this other drama and all that, it's just noise. And to feed into the energy and to keep it going at that level for so long, it just makes you go, damn, I don't want to, be in that boat. Like you don't even want to be in that group. Because then they start putting you and labeling you. So then you got everybody putting a label on you and saying this is what you are. Then they want to say, oh, if you're an Israelite, oh, well, you're a Hebrew Israelite, then oh no, that's a terrorist group. Who's making these rules? Well, when you make it your interest to get involved on, let's say, other people's platforms or other people's wavelength, and you see other individuals who want to come in and start getting some fame, like Charleston White's, he's following the trend of, he's following the trend of others, but he's been actually doing things. But my thing about him is, if you go ahead and take all of the things that he's done and he'll go and do something positive. But is you doing something positive from your heart, or you doing something positive so you can go out and spread more hate? You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're doing that, then, you're not positive at all. It's nothing connected. Nothing real is connecting with what you're doing. You're just trying to find a way to screw it all up or to screw somebody else up. Um, I don't know. I really think that when you look at everything on the table and you look at where everyone is, the only way they control blacks, people like us, people of color, is destroying their eco-structure of finances. They take their job away. They talk to other companies, tell them not to hire them. They do everything they can to tear down. See, Jack is a complainer. He don't know if he want to be the Muslim brother over here to the right or the OG ride for my homies, man. I don't care what they do, man. We ride. No matter what, it's on. Captain Jack is really a good dude. He really is. I believe in heart. My heart of hearts believe Jack's a good dude. He just can't get out of his own way. He grew up in a neighborhood where he's brainwashed himself into believing street code and, oh, we the street, and he grew up around that. But Jack, okay, you wasn't in the trap house. Stop. You was shooting hoops. Your brother was into all of this. Heavy. You've been surrounded by it, true. But you should know this is nothing to glorify. But yet you do.
Yeah, George Floyd downtown with a two dope fiend motherfuckers. He had a dope fiend bitch and a dope fiend nigga, and they were down there with what, fake $20 bill trying to cash that, trying to buy the shit without doing one shit then. Yeah, nigga, how he your partner and he get killed with needing $20? Had he, nigga, had he loaned him some money, he wouldn't be down there fucking with some people and got killed.
And you ain't had no smoke for him. You ain't had no smoke for homie. You know what I'm saying? You did a lot of chatting, but you had no smoke. You know, my thing is, some people, and that's why people like that keep going. You know, they keep going further and further, pushing the envelope. But why we don't bring the smoke to Fox News? They supposed to be all the smoke, right? Why they don't do all the smoke? Go to Fox News, go say and tell them dudes, them white wingers that run Georgie name through the ground, the same energy you got for Kanye West, have it for them. The same energy you talking about with Charleston White, have it with him. Don't just single it out, because now it look like, you know, you playing the target game. I don't agree with nothing Kanye said about George Floyd because I really don't know about that situation. I don't know what he was down there for. I don't know what he was drinking. I don't know what he was smoking. But the video don't look good for the police. I didn't have to know nothing else. All that looked wrong. In that video, bro, it all looked wrong. Then they said he passed away or whatever, and I don't know who got hit with the what. Nobody, that's another conspiracy theory, I guess. I don't know where that came from, but I don't deal in those tropes, right? So, anyway, this video already went too long. It's your boy Carcino. I'm out. Love, peace, and hair grease.